All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the ComedyPreneur Comedy Show. This is basically open mic. We have comedians come on. They do their sets, do their jokes. Still growing this thing. Last night had Luke LaCoy, David Sudabaker, and Mr. David Ross. Tonight it's myself, James Creviston, and David Ross. David Ross, say hello.
Hi, guys. This is a comedy showcase comedy show. It's very serious and very productive. And hi.
So we're going to get this thing started. I'm going to start off and do a couple of new jokes that I wrote just for this whole situation. Been writing. That's what I do on ComedyPreneur.com. We have the Clean Comedy Podcast where we talk about writing, and it's very important to write. So here's some jokes I started with. This is going to suck because it's an open mic, basically. You're just getting comedians trying stuff out. So here goes. Dating practices are like a hostage negotiation, right? You have to call up the girl, ask her for her demands, then you meet her demands. And even when you meet all her demands, you still can't get a consent for release. So you might have to renegotiate or start negotiations. Worst case, when you go home, you let your boys down. You know what I'm saying? You let your boys down and they're trapped in there until you can renegotiate their release, right? That's a good one.
Yeah. Love my boys.
All right, let's see. Fairy tales are what makes kids not trust old people. Like, think about it. If you think about like Snow White, right? It was an old witch lady. Hansel and Gretel was fattened up by an old witch lady. It's always old people. I get it why young kids don't trust old people. We keep reading them fairy tales. You know? Bad stuff. Let's see. Okay. Oh, here you go. We got one of those new rings for our home, and we got it because everyone was getting their packages stolen. So we're like, all right, we should do something about this and get one. So, but everyone in my house has the Ring app on their phone except for me. Like, I use the peephole like God intended, right? The only problem with the peephole is that everyone looks like a serial killer through the peephole. And on the interview, and on the Ring, everyone looks like they're interviewing to catch a predator. So when you turn that on, you're like, oh, who is this weirdo, right? You know, and it's an Amazon guy. And even though the peephole is right there, and like my kids could use their phone or whatever, they still don't use the Ring or the peephole correctly. They go to the window and open the blinds to see who's standing there. And I'm like, what are you doing? That's how the local kidnapper is going to know that you're ready to be taken. You know what I'm saying? The peephole was designed for you so you could see that everyone who comes to your door is a psycho, right? Everyone. The peephole never makes anyone look good. You'd have a supermodel at the door. Looks like a serial killer, right? Let's see. Oh, do you remember like when you were a kid, your parents would threaten you with saying things like, I brought you into this world so I could take you out? Like, that's parents playing God, right? We can make more of you is what they're trying to say, right? You're no fun, but we can have fun making more of you. So if you stop being fun, we'll try this little experiment all over again. And I don't really get to say that to my kids. I can't really say that, you know. Like, have you ever yelled at a little girl? The feeling of disgust that you have for yourself is terrible. And everyone else treats you like you just kicked a puppy. They're like, what's wrong with you? Why would you yell at them? Well, they started a fire in their Barbie dream house, and we don't have insurance to replace it. Malibu real estate is not cheap, right? I was upset. And instead of getting I'm sorry, Daddy, I marched in the room like a prisoner on death row and forced to apologize to them. I didn't start the fire. It was already burning, right? They get the apology and a new dream house. I got to clean up the burned down house. Let's see. What more? I can't sleep close to my wife. Her body at night's like sleeping next to a nuclear reactor that's having a meltdown, right? And it makes no sense. If she touches me during the day, it feels like she just came from a nitrogen bath. Every part of her is freezing. And at night, as soon as she touches me, it feels like someone poured gasoline on me, lit me on fire, right? Let's see. And I think that's it I got right now. What do you think?
Great. All right. Very funny.
All right.
So your wife is hot and cold?
Yeah, it's cold during the day and super hot at night. It's weird.
That's funny.
And I run hot all day long, you know? So like,
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, I get it.
All right. Okay, and now it's gonna be your turn.
My
Please
turn.
give it up all the way from Arizona, Mr. David Ross, Comedy Sauce.
Yes, you like that comedy sauce. Hey, how's it going? I'm David Ross, Comedy Sauce. You know David Ross, like the discount clothing store. I shop there pretty often. It's a great store. It's like a treasure hunt in there. I'm really not that exciting. I am a discount though. I am a good discount kind of guy, you know. You know, laughs for less. That's my motto. Laughs for less. So that's what I'm going on. So, I hung out a lot with my grandparents when I was young. My grandpa was actually my best friend, which has nothing to do with my ability to make friends. It's just he was an easy target. He was like right there. I was like, "Hey, what's up, Grandpa?" He taught me cool stuff like how to gamble on horses, and um, we lost a lot of money, you know, in the horses. And he, my grandmother, I guess, wasn't the best cook in life, and he would take his whole like dinner and like scrape it down the toilet, and my grandma could never figure out why the toilet was always clogged up. She was always calling the plumber. I don't know what it is. He'd pull out like corn on the cob. Grandpa was the best. Yeah, he was my best friend. So really happy to be here tonight. Saturday night comedy. This is the new comedy. I've been watching all my comedy on YouTube, and this is great. I feel good. I'm ready to get out of the house a little bit, you know, walk around, enjoy some nature. So yeah, I was a kid. I have some kids. My kids are great. I love all my kids the same. They're amazing. Kids are great. I have 3 kids, and kids, like when I was a kid, I wanted bunk beds. I figured I'd build my kids some bunk beds. The 3-level ones, it's really cool, and they all sleep in there. And I put my least favorite one up on top bunk. And then I installed a ceiling fan up in there. So it's like, woo, 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 woo. And she's like, "Dad, I got a headache." I'm like, "Just get on up there." So yeah, I was a kid once. I invented games. I was always inventing games. Like I invented who can build the tallest building out of Lincoln Logs. And I invented this game called Catch with a knife, like a sharp knife, like a Swiss Army one, real sharp, lethal. And then that game didn't last long. It didn't catch on at Walmart's or the dollar store. I like making this sound zzz, for some reason. It comes natural to me. It's the only sound I can make, and I'm real good at making it. So I was growing the upside down beard. You can see. I was growing out like my eyebrows and eyelashes, and I was trying to get it all to go upside down. And then my wife, she got me this nose trimmer, and she was like, zzz, and she zizzed off half my eyebrow. So I'm dealing with that currently. Yeah, I love whipped cream and puppies. All right, small puppies. I think. Yeah, this is going great. I don't know how to do this upside down beard thing because everyone's laughing at me, and I just want to start a new trend. I think it'd be cool, put it out there. And yeah, my wife's very healthy. She makes smoothies. She's a real big on the smoothies, and she made me the smoothie. And I was watching Finding Dory, and she was in the kitchen. She was like, zzz, zzz, zzz. I'm like, "Hey, Dory's about to find her mama. It's the best part." But that's how that goes. I collect above ground pools. Just saying, I got a bunch of them back there. and I put a weed eater in one. I mean a jet ski. I put a jet ski up in that thing. I was like, zzz, zzz, zzz. Okay, that's the punchline. Zzz. Thank you. I'm David Ross. Have a great night. Thanks, James. You're a great audience.
Yeah, thank you. I love that. I love that you do the different voices and sounds and stuff. It's super funny.
Is that a sheet behind you or like a shower curtain?
No, it's like I forgot they call them, but like you know you can get like different things that hang up in the background.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
And like on the back of your wall. So that's what my wife wanted, a beach one. So we have a beach one over.
I love that beach one.
Yeah.
Is
And it's got
that
these
what you
lights.
is that what you see when you look out your window?
No, I'd see I see cars, and I see like a pathway where people walking their dogs. I see more people walking dogs now than I've ever seen in my entire life. I was like, how is there this many people and dogs in my neighborhood? I had no clue there was that many people and dogs.
Yeah, everyone's out there walking their dogs around. They don't have anything else to do. They don't know what to do with themselves.
Some of the dogs are like, stop walking me. I just want to stay home today. You guys are killing me.
It's not my fault.
My cat trying to figure out what's going on. He's like, why are you still here? Aren't you supposed to leave? Like, what? Cat's like looking at his watch. He's like, you're supposed to be out of here, buddy. What's going on? I've got stuff to do.
I need to go get in some trouble.
Yeah. I've got trouble to get into, and you're holding me up.
My son just asked for a cat. We're gonna get him a cat.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Get a cat, man. Get a cat. All right.
Yeah. Well, that was a good
thanks
show.
Everybody to listening and checking this out and watching. And what just happened? I just saw something happen. I don't know what happened. I got a notification, but I don't know what it was. Thanks, everybody.
I got some too. I got some notifications. So we each did 5 minutes.
Hey, you know what? We did what we could. Thank you guys, everybody, for checking it out. We're going to try to do this on Fridays, at least every Friday night, maybe Saturdays, depending on what's going on, but for sure Friday nights. And if this grows and more people sign up, go ahead and check it out. I'm going to put the link in the description of this and sign up and come do some comedy with us. And David, where can people find you at?
Come on down. Yeah, you can find me at the David Comedy, pretty much David Ross Comedy, Arizona, Tucson, Arizona.
All right, David Ross Comedy. And I'm James Creviston. You can find me on ComedyPreneur.com. Check out the Clean Comedy Podcast. We're going to try to do this every Friday while we're quarantine comedy here on ComedyPreneur Comedy Show. And thank you guys so much, and have a great one.